Hi, Sandy here. I've been organizing my glue book images. I already had them kind of organized, and I recently cut up a whole bunch of more magazines that my friends have given me, a big stack of them, so I had a lot more stuff, and so I had to get all of them sorted and organized into what I had. And a lot of times I'll just put stuff in the book in the right section, and it's in there loose, but it's there in its right category, and then I take stuff off, and there's a lot of blank spots on the pages. This is how I organize my stuff. So this is my animals: dogs, cats, birds, and butterflies. And I have a second book of zoo animals, farm animals, and marine life, like whales and stuff. So this is, I'm going to make this quick. I've got bugs, and I can pull this out and take off what I want. Sometimes I use page protectors. Here's butterflies, and then sometimes I just use computer paper that I've punched. So there's birds. These are like full page to half page magazine pages of birds. Here's some I've already cut out. Birds, birds, birds. Well, anyway, I had so much stuff. I thought, you need to do a glue book. Of course, that's what they're for, to do glue books. And a good way to use up a lot of stuff quickly is to do an EnMasse glue book. And EnMasse means like a lot of the same stuff on the same page, or do a whole page of everything the same color, or anything that means to you. So I made this book in a day and a half. I just whipped it together, and then I bound it. That took another day and a half for the glue to dry and get it sewn and stuff, but it's EnMasse too. I use this scrapbook paper because it's got a lot of books. That's EnMasse. And then inside, here's one with a lot of cameras. And then I had a full page of large sheet of money stickers, including that says break the bank right here, and I cut this Bank Americard out of a magazine from 1973. I cut out this little wallet with money, this stack of money, some coins, and so I made a money page. The rest, because this was just the front, I only have one page here, I did one page of that, but everything else except the back page, I did 2-page layouts. So, yeah, I had a lot of cake and cupcakes. So there's that. I had a lot of food stuff. I tried to use up a lot of food in this book. That's not one of my categories I go to very often, is food. And then I've gotten a couple of doll catalogs from thrift shops, and I have a lot of dolls. So I made a page of dolls. And then I had pies. And I have this that says eat pie often and sweet as pie. If I find any more small pies, I can add those. Some people make their EnMasse glue books. They just go through and glue a little bit at a time as they find them. But I'm one who, when I make a page, I make a page. I don't go back to it. I'm done. Unless I find a little piece of pie to go there and I happen to think about it. Dogs. We got plenty of dogs. And they can be whatever you want. These are just figurine dogs and real dogs, and a dog with a person, and a Pampered Pooch sticker, and a bark sticker. And then I had sandwiches, lots of sandwiches, and this one was cut out with a Campbell's soup, cup of tomato soup. And then cars. I love classic cars, and I have a lot of car pictures, so I could have fussy cut these and overlapped them, but I decided just go with it just like that. And then ice cream, lots of ice cream. And I've been fussy cutting, and most of my books, most of the stuff I have fussy cut. Some stuff, a lot of stuff is just rectangles or squares like this. From Good Old Days magazine and Reminisce magazine, they have a lot of these old vintage photographs. Don't worry, these are not things I found at a thrift shop, and we need to try to trace them back to their proper families. These were in a magazine. Just interesting photographs from the past. And then breakfast. This is a large piece of bacon right here I cut out. I got bacon here, I got sausage, lots of waffles and pancakes and toasted bacon, this cereal ad, and then there was another cereal ad, oatmeal, pancakes, a big donut, English muffin, a bowl of cereal. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this page. And birds. Got lots of birds. Love decorating my pages with birds. And my friend Teresa, hello Teresa, she watches my videos. She gave me a catalog from a jewelry store a year or so ago, and I literally fussy cut. There's a lot more than this too. I could probably make another 2-page layout. But this one I mostly just stayed with the white gold. There's colored stones and stuff as well, but I thought I'm just going to stick with the colored stones. Candy. I got these M&M ads, gummy bears, a candy bar, fudge, chocolate. This is some kind of a bar. Whitman Stampler, lollipops, a Precious Moments with a candy dispenser, a Hershey's sweater, just lots of candy. Cats. I don't know if you can hear, my daughter's playing a video from when she was little, like her 2nd birthday or something. Okay, so cats. This is just one big picture of cats, and then I cut this out with cats, and this is a Boyd's Bear figurine, and then this cat ad, and then I added some cat scrapbooking paper and filled it in with some cats. This is my grocery page. I got a shopping cart. I've got 2 baskets of food. They're kind of creative. This is like felt food, and this is made out of crackers and cheese, out of ads, of course. And then cans and boxes of groceries and jars and sneakers. Lots of sneakers. Skechers and different brands. This one I cut out of a 1980s magazine. I remember this style. These were pretty popular. I don't know, not any certain name brand, but these thick soles and the style of it. These were popular back when I was a newlywed. My first 5-10 years of marriage, we wore this kind of shoes. Okay, on to the colors. This is multicolor. And I love these crayons I put on here. I couldn't really find a person. I tried to add a person to each of my multicolor. So this was my best multicolor one I could come up with. I like to make tags and borders. Here's a tag I added. And this boy, he looks pretty colorful. So I added that, a bingo card, a basket, a couple of baskets, bins, black. Here's another one of my tags I like to make. I have a whole bunch of these. I found a whole book. It's Dover Publishing of 1930s fashions, and I've cut them all out. This one I didn't fussy cut because it was in a square like this, but most of my fussy cut, these ladies, and I just haven't had really an opportunity to use them. I did make a glue book once on vintage people. I need to make another vintage people and use up a lot of these vintage photographs, and just I got a lot of vintage people that are not necessarily Victorian people. Victorian's my favorite subject, but it's fun to do, you know, all kinds of subjects. Here's my brown page. Love this boot. And brown scenery in the background, and their clothes are all brown, different shades of tan and brown. Even their skin tones, no matter what race you are, it's different shades of brown. Brown and tan. Yellow. And I really like this. And I added some minions. There's a big flower with a big butterfly, and I added a shoe and a purse, and she's wearing a yellow dress. And then my orange page. I have so many pictures like this of flowers. They make really good backgrounds on glue book pages. Orange cat, a lady in an orange top, orange flowers. Here's a little orange tag that I made. I should have used some distress ink to do the edges because it blends in a little bit too much there, but I like it. And this is one of my clusters that I've recently made. I made several of these clusters because I have so many squares and circles and embellishments and stuff, and so I just threw together a bunch of stuff, and then when I want to fill in some space, boom. I really like my clusters. I'm using them, not real fast, but I'm using a few in each glue book. My red page, I've had this page for quite a while. It's a full page of some red dried flowers. These are kind of pink, but it's basically red. And then here's a dog wearing a red flannel shirt, and original. Michelle, my friend Michelle, gave me like 2 or 3 of these words original. She gave me a nice little pile of stuff, a big pile of stuff. And then flowers, and I used some red scrapbook paper as the background, red bird, red shoe, and I have a lot of these tags. My daughter saves them for me, clothing tags. We've all been saving them, but I need to use these tags more often. They give things interest. Pink. I really like this lady with the hula hoop, and then here's most of a magazine page with a big flower. And I got a lot of nice perfume bottles. I could have made a page of perfume bottles. I need to use those more often too. And then purple. This is out of People magazine. A lot of celebrities wearing purple. The car kind of has a purple tinge to it. Purple birds. Purple Caress shampoo. Body wash. It's body wash. It's just little fairies wearing a purple dress. Purple flowers. Blue. I used some water for a blue background, and then this, even though it's not, water's blue, but it just, with the blue sky, it just kind of gives me a blue feel about the whole page, the whole picture. And here's one of my clusters I made. Then I added a car and a stamp, and here's a big diamond ring with blue stones, and this. Here's another clothing tag, and then the green page. What is more green than the Jolly Green Giant? Yes, and Starbucks coffee, a manatee. This is only 3 elements on this page. I used some watercolored paper with a lot of green in it. I used this, and then this is a big square of green, and then she's wearing a green sweater. And then the final page is butterflies. And again, I could have fussy cut and layered more, but I just put all these on here. This whole thing is like caterpillar to bird, or maybe you're supposed to figure out which is which. I don't know. I think this looks like a match, but it doesn't matter. So that's my glue book, and on the back I've got clocks, scrapbook paper. You can see that's EnMasse. So I'm just amazed. This is the fastest I've ever done a book in a week, in a day and a half. Usually it takes me a couple of weeks to do one. It was whipped together pretty fast, but I like it. And so thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.